and welcome to another episode of This, That, and the Other. I haven't been on in a while, and I have been busy with other things, mainly painting rooms in the house. That's quite a job when you go into that. And anyway, we're pretty much through with that and all the touch-up work and everything. And I do have a list of YouTube shows to do in the future. I don't have many right now, and I'm looking for ideas on what subject I can do pertaining to history. Well, I was looking at some old letters that my grandmother wrote me, and this one was letters from 1973. Enclosed in the letter were these cards by, it says Church and Company. Well, it's probably hard to read the way I'm trying to hold it steady. One of the birds, the Murdy warbler. On the back it tells a little bit of information on the bird. This is very hard to read. You practically would need a microscope to be able to read what's on the back of that card. I did scan these and I did enlarge it so I can now read what it says with another one of the birds. For the good of all, do not destroy the birds. Useful Birds of America, set of 30 designs. Another one. These are very pretty. Great artwork. California Jay. Some of these cards say copyright 1900. I wonder if these cards are actually that old. Didn't find one with the cardinal. That's my favorite bird. Purple Crackle. I'm just showing you some of the various cards that were sent to me. Evening Grosbeak. And one more. Colorful bird. Yellow-bellied sapsucker. They were binded on this thing when I received them. The envelope is postmarked 1973, so that was when my grandmother sent these to me. I do not actually remember them. I just was looking at some of my grandmother's old letters today and happened to find those cards. She sent those to me for some reason, and I'm glad she did because I love history. Maybe that's why she sent them to me. A little history on it. 1880s, the Church and Dwight Company of New York began a corporate tradition that lasted nearly 90 years. Bird trading cards. Originally came in Arm & Hammer baking soda boxes and later could be ordered by mail. And I did read something somewhere else that they had some of different types of fish as well and different types of flowers. So pretty interesting. I think a very, very pretty type of art. Arm & Hammer was introduced in 1846. Owner was Church and Dwight and marketed the world. Original Arm & Hammer logo dates back to the 1860s. James A. Church, son of Dr. Austin Church, ran a spice business known as Vulcan Spice Mills. According to the company, the Arm & Hammer logo represents Vulcan, the Roman god of fire and metalworking. And you drive through Birmingham, you see Birmingham, Alabama, you see the statue of Vulcan. It's been often claimed that the brand name originated with Tycoon Arm & Hammer, R-A-M-A-N-D, Hammer. However, Arm & Hammer brand was in use 31 21 years before Hammer was born. Hammer was so often asked about the Church and Dwight brand. However, he attempted to buy the company. Unsuccessful. Hammer's Occidental Petroleum in 1986 acquired enough stock for him to join the Church and Dwight board of directors. Hammer remained one of the owners of Arm & Hammer until his death in 1990. This is stuff I'm getting off the internet, reading off the internet. Arm & Hammer started as John Dwight and Company in 1846 when John Dwight and Austin Church used their sodium bicarbonate in the kitchen. They formerly made the Cal brand trademark on the baking soda. 1886, Austin retired and his two sons succeeding in selling Arm & Hammer baking soda through the name Church and Company as a competing company to the John Dwight Company, which continued selling Cal brand baking soda. The Church and Dwight Company was formed when the two were merged. So interesting information I was able to get on Arm & Hammer baking soda and those trading cards that came with it. And I have no idea what these cards are worth or anything. I mean, they're not in perfect condition, but they're not damaged in any way either. They just show some wear from the years. Like, subscribe, share. As always, thanks for watching.